Hey guys, so this is going to be a review of Bird Box by Joss Malerman. So two things before getting into it. The first one is I've not seen the Netflix adaptation to this, so I'm not going to do any comparisons. Second of all, this is going to contain a spoiler, as in sort of a main plot of, you know, what's happening in the book, which will start now. So basically, the whole premise of this story is there's a thing, like it's an unknown, where it where like they open their, if they have their eyes, there's a reason why they have their eyes blindfolded, is basically they can't open their eyes. If they open their eyes in sort of in the outside world, like they're fine in the house using like normal like lights, like a lamp, or like, you know, like a normal switch lamp, light bulb or whatever. But any natural light they can't see because things happen. It's like, for example, they kind of commit suicide in the most horrific ways possible. So it's like they see something outside and they don't know what it is, but they come to the conclusion of what it is, in the book anyway. But at the beginning, it was like the unknown. This thing was like coming, you know. It was, as soon as they saw it, as soon as they saw daylight and stuff, you know, they commit suicide in horrific ways. So this is based on a character, well, this main character, which is, I believe her name's Melora, something like that. I'd probably pronounce her name completely wrong while reading the whole story, but oh well. So it focuses on her, and she's like, it's like she's telling the story because it goes back. So it starts with her in a boat, and it goes back to how she gets into, you know, why she's in this boat. I didn't really like her character that well, just because she came across as a bitch towards these children, which you find out later on that it's only one child that's biologically hers and not another child, the boy is. And it comes across that I can understand the predicament that they're in, but come on, you don't have, they're strict, and then there's just being a bitch. I mean, it gets to the point where she hasn't actually named them. So she just refers to them as boy and girl into the very end, which you can say is kind of sweet. She probably didn't name them because she didn't think they would survive that long. I don't know. So I didn't really like her character that well. Maybe picky towards too, but I thought she was a little bit too strict. I get, you know, to be strict and stuff, but you come across as a bitch. I'm just pointing that out. Now, this is a thing where I feel it's a bit, I wish they went in more detail. When it comes to stuff like this, when it comes to books, when it includes sort of like creatures and supernatural stuff, I like to find more information about the actual creature and stuff, and that it doesn't. It just leaves it to your own imagination as to what they are. They come up to, in the end of the book, it kind of comes up with a sort of thing is to say that they're like from another universe or something like that, and they might not be coming here purposely hurting us, but, you know, whatever they're doing, it's causing damage, that sort of thing, which, okay, but still I want more information. I don't necessarily care about the normal characters and stuff like that. I care more about the actual supernatural person or creature or whatever is in a story necessarily than the actual characters. I mean, overall it's a solid book. I will say that this is slightly overhyped. So not only is the Netflix adoption is overhyped, but so is the book. The book's a bit overhyped. I thought it was a good solid story, but it's not something that I would actually reread. And the fact that it does go at the end of the book in detail of what they found about these creatures is kind of a bit, and the fact that the facility they do end up in, like, it goes a little bit, but it doesn't sort of go into how they got there and how it got started and that sort of thing. I mean, which is a bit of a shame. The bits that I wanted to find out more, you don't find out more about. But overall, it's not a bad book. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad book. I just think that it's It's a bit overhyped. It's just a bit overhyped. I'm intrigued though. I might borrow my dad's Netflix just to see the TV adaptation. I know they've seen it and they liked it, but I don't know. Usually the books are better, but I don't know. I just think it's a bit overhyped. So, bye guys.